Now, look, here's the thing. Over the course of today, I've grown more and more adamant, in my opinion, that this response by Israel is way disproportionate. Now, you see it right there if you're watching on the YoungTurks.com. Now, that's a rocket. Yeah, look at it. It looks like a rocket, right? And it's not tiny, tiny, but it's pretty small. Now, we call that a rocket, and we call what the Israeli warships launch rockets, but they're not really the same thing. It's like the difference between a pebble and a boulder. Yeah, if that hits you in the head, you will die. And 4 or 5 folks have died in Israel, civilians included, and Israeli Arabs included, because they just launched the rockets and they don't know where it's going to land. It could land on top of a kid. So that is definitely true. But I don't want you to get confused that just because they're both called rockets, that they do the same amount of damage. And that is relevant because if you take down a whole building with these giant rockets that we have and that Israel has, everybody in the building dies. If you hit a building with that rocket you just saw on the YoungTurks.com, what, you think it dents the side of the building? It might go through the building, and it does from time to time, but it's not the same thing. Now, that doesn't mean the rockets that Hamas launches are not important or that they don't do damage. But as Brzezinski was saying to Joe Scarborough in a clip we'll share with you in a little bit later in the program, you have to be proportional. If you're not proportional, well, he didn't say this, but I will. You go from being the good guys to being the bad guys, and you don't want to be in that spot. And then, second of all, look, here I'll give you an example, right? Let's say that somebody's throwing stones at you. Now, stones are dangerous. They hit you in the head, and they can cause a lot of damage. Who knows? If they throw it right and hard enough, they might kill you, right? Now, you say to me, okay, that guy's throwing stones at you. I'm pretty pissed. JR, you'd be pretty pissed, right? Some guy's throwing stones at your head, that might kill you, right? Now, if you said to me, in retaliation for that, do you want to burn that building down that has 400 people, including the people that were throwing stones, but also 64 people that were not throwing stones? Yeah, I'd be like, wait, hold on with the flamethrower. I'm not sure I want to burn that whole building down. Wouldn't that be your reaction as a normal human being? And let's say you're throwing the stones at your family. Somebody in your family might die. Now look, that's going to get you really angry. It'd get me really angry, and it could cause real damage. But would you really burn down the building with the 400 people, including 64 women and children and elderly? I wouldn't. I don't know, maybe you come up with a different answer. I'd invest in helmets. I'd invest in a lot of other things, and I might invest in somebody to go scouring that building trying to find the people who are throwing the stones. I might do a lot of things, but I wouldn't burn the building down. And in essence, what Israel's doing here is burning the building down and saying, well, look, if 64 civilians get killed, hey, they're collateral damage. Sad day for them. They shouldn't have been in the Gaza Strip. But you see, they were born in the Gaza Strip. They didn't really have a choice. So, they're next to Hamas. Well, Hamas won an election, so they ruled the Gaza Strip. That's like saying, well, Israel shouldn't have elected Likud or whoever else they might elect. Well, they shouldn't have done it. Oh, you're sitting right next to them. Of course we launched the rockets on your head. No, it's not the right way to approach this.